Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long goes 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long goes 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975 and welcome to a product overview. I have not done one of these in, well, I think the last one I did was the retro games, the Spectrum, but as you can see, this is very much in the knockoff Chinese tat bracket. Yes, it's obviously British high street chain B&M, you know, branded, but I had to, 20 quid. I can tell you, I'm pretty sure this was about 2 years ago, and it was in their Christmas sort of electrical stocking fillers range. I think there was another one, I want to say Pac-Man, but don't know. But basically, I did not pay 20 quid for this, I can assure you that, and I would not have paid 20 quid for it back in the day, because that's why I never had one back in the day. 2 years ago, but I'm pretty sure they didn't actually charge 20 quid with it, you know, for it. They used to put these stickers on, but then the, you know, the label on the shelf itself would always be a bit cheaper. This caught my eye when I was in British Heart Foundation earlier on today, and I thought, do you know what, they wanted £4 for it. I don't know if it's new. Oops, sorry, try not to slam my knee there. I don't know if it's new. The box does have damage, but it's in reasonably good nick. And I thought, do you know what? I love Tetris. Like most people, because I have taste, the best version of Tetris there is still to this date is the Game Boy version. But yeah, so Tetris Arcade in a Tin, Marathon and Sprint. And then you have a picture there, screenshot, and a picture of what it looks like. Because look. Well, obviously, it's in a tin. It's embossed. It's a nice feeling tin. What it looks like in its entirety, we'll find out momentarily. But there, you can see, you know, it's a flip screen design. And yeah, learn more at www.tetris.com because it is an official Tetris product. That's quite interesting. Did not know that. Blue on the top. Anything on the sides? Arcade in a Tin, Marathon and Sprint, and in case you didn't know what Tetris was, it's letting you know there. Same on that side, Arcade in a Tin, Marathon and Sprint. Marathon game mode, traditional gameplay with 15 levels, can you go the distance? Sprint game mode, ready to race, how fast can you beat or clear 25 lines. Features, soft drop, hard drop, rotate clockwise, rotate anti-clockwise. So soft drop, hard drop, well, up and down. Original sounds, official gameplay. I can't see who makes it. Is it these guys? Fizz? Apparently. And oh, made in China, so it is official, sorry, unofficial knockoff tiny Chinese tat. Let's have a look in the box. Now, this is for your purpose because I have opened this because I've had to put batteries in it, but it's a lot smaller than I thought it was, which, to be fair, I shouldn't have because the window of the box there, and we get, it's a nice tin. Like I said, it's a nice tin. Anything on the back? Not really, just your usual manufacturer's guff. Like I said, it reeks of Christmas stocking filler. Arcade in a Tin. Arcade dons en boîte, yeah, because obviously it's the UK, so we have to kiss every other country's ass when it comes to instructions. And yeah, battery installation. So let's have a little look at the product. I will change the camera angle when we try or attempt to gameplay. It does work because I bang batteries into it. So yeah, it has a hinge. That's kind of cool. It has a hinge. Is it fixed? Yeah, it's glued into the tin because, as you can see, this screen is not actually attached. You couldn't really see that there, could you? That's quite interesting. Yeah, this screen is glued to the back of the tin, so the bottom unit is as well, and then there's a ribbon that joins the two together. Did not know it would be like that. Quite interesting. Battery hatch here. It takes 3 AAAs. D-pad here, speaker here, rotate anti-clockwise, rotate clockwise, and then we have on, off, and then we have I'm assuming that's a reset, and then you have a music note, so is that a volume? And then we have a start button. Is there weight to it? There's quite a bit of weight to it, even before you put batteries in, does it? Yeah, it's fixed, glued, whatever. I don't know how they've done that, but yeah, it's quite nice. Like I said, there's definite weight to it. Let's turn it on and see how it plays. Right, let's give this a go. So on. Copyright 2021. Licensed to the Tetris Company. So Tetris is being licensed to the Tetris Company. Good to know. So 2 game options. Marathon, again, and then sprint, and then, what does this do? Music. Well, I can hear a slight hiss, so I'm assuming that's a volume switch, but we'll go with marathon. Now, right off the bat, I can tell you that the screen is really nice quality. It's really sharp and crisp. There's, you know, the colors really pop. I don't know if that's going to be done justice in this video, but let's go. Oh, no, that's reset, so there we go. So, name of the game top left. Blocks top right. Yeah, it's a volume switch. And it also does brightness. Right. Lines bottom right. Considering the D-pad does feel quite cheap, I will say that. I wasn't paying attention there. But it's responsive enough. I've played with worse. Genuinely quite surprised at the screen though. And also it's just dawned on me that it's the Game Boy music. I thought, is that not exclusive to Nintendo then? Is that like official Tetris music? Don't know. I've made a real fucking dog's ear of this. Ooh, lucky. Yeah, the controls are pretty decent. Responsive enough. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting, and I'm not saying this is like mega premium or anything like that. The music's just ended. But I was expecting something that was not gonna like play it all well, which is going to be like really cheaply cobbled together, just so look, hey look, we're Tetris, you know, you can't fault us, we're basically what we said we were on the box, we're Tetris. But no, this plays alright. Well, that was a reset instead of, these are very cramped, but to be fair, I am playing this through a viewfinder. I'm not sure why the music stopped. I mean, it might eventually get on your tits, but I would, right, far right is, there we go, start, but I would like it to continue. There we go. How'd you do quick drop then? I'm convinced it's I'm sure it said fast drop, I should say, sorry. The music does seem a little slow. I'm splitting hairs now, I am aware of that. But yeah, like I said, the screen alone is banging. Fuck nuggets. Double fuck nuggets. It would be far easier to play if this was not being captured and I was just holding it in my lap. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Also, it's quite difficult playing this with a viewfinder to judge the width of the gaps. Again, excuses, excuses. Oh yeah, just notice time, bottom left, if anyone's interested. Yeah, and the music stops again. Not sure what the deal is with that. I mean, it's not broken. It's clearly supposed to do that, but... Oh well, we live, we learn. What a time to be alive. Sound effect as well, pretty decent. By no means irritating. Yet. Oh, whip it good. I do like that noise. Right, so it was a blue, then we got a straight, which is quite useful because I can do this. So yeah, it plays a decent game of Tetris. Whip it good. Who knew? I'm boxing myself in massively here as well. I am aware of that. Fuck nuggets. Double fuck nuggets. Well, I think it's safe to say you get the point of how this plays. A lot better than I thought it would do. Let's round up. Well, there we go. Tetris Arcade in a tin. Should you buy it? Can you even still buy it? Well, obviously, I'm sure if you look for it on eBay and you look for it on Amazon, you can probably still get it. Would it ever show up at B and M again? Don't know. I mean, never say never. It's exactly the sort of thing that shows up, you know, generally sort of in the build up to Christmas as a stocking filler, which, to be fair, is exactly what this is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really like the tin. It's really nicely designed, it's embossed, it's colourful, does exactly what it says on the tin, lets you know that it's Tetris. You couldn't really, well, I mean, you could take this out and play it. Why you would want to, I don't know, because there are, and we'll get to this, better ways to play Tetris. Again, this is a stocking filler, but if you stick it in your pocket, it's going to get scratched to absolute buggery. And that's a shame, because its whole gimmick is, look, I'm an arcade in a tin. Like I said, I'm quite surprised at that, but it's now we know why. It is hinged, as I said earlier on in the video, but the screen is fixed into the tin, hence the ribbon, as I said earlier on, and obviously the unit itself is also fixed into the tin. So there's no, you know, getting away from that. If you want to play it out and about, you have to play it in the tin. Again, scratched to buggery. The screen's absolutely fantastic. The screen is really, really, really nice. I mean, like I said, the D-pads and the buttons, they feel quite cheap, but when you're using them, they're more than perfectly responsive. I'm not sure why it takes 3 AAAs, unless that's to do with, like, obviously the screen being so nice. It's an absolute battery gobbler, but ultimately, should you buy it? Well, it depends how much you love Tetris. I mean, I still know people, and I certainly do, still play it on the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Color. And if you're one of those people like me that loves Chinese knockoff tat, then I'm sure you have, you know, dozens of handheld emulation boxes which already have it on and allow you to play more than just Tetris in the wild. Because let's be honest, even the most die-hard person, you're probably going to prefer one of those emulation boxes, aren't you? Because you can switch it. And by die-hard, I mean, like, you know, absolute Tetris fan. So I wouldn't pay 20 quid for it. I wouldn't pay a tenner for it. The fact that I got it in a charity shop, what was it again? Can't remember now, 4 quid or something? That's fine. I mean, to me, it's a 5 quid device, and basically it's to stick it in someone's stocking, awkward, at Christmas, you know, as a little retro gift, as a, you know, I mean, somebody who probably doesn't have any retro-based consoles or anything like that, so it doesn't have any emulation boxes and stuff. Just a nice little toy to remind them of, well, Tetris and Game Boy from back in the day. But yeah, like I said, up to you. Personally, if you can get it for a £5, like I said, it's quite nice. Anything more than that, I'd probably give it a miss. Anyway, basically, it plays a decent game of Tetris. Forgot to add that. Plays a decent game of Tetris. Sound quality is nice as well. Shame the music doesn't go all the way through the level, or it did, and you could turn it off to circumvent it being annoying rather than it just shuts off. Although if you do fill the screen, you didn't see that, an additional tune kicks in to let you know that, well, it's game over, man. Anyway, it's also love to know what things, especially if you have this one of these, and what was the other one? Was it Pac-Man? Or are there any other ones of these? Because like I said, I like its form factor, I like its design. It's just a bit pricey really for what it is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.